Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of Let's Build a Castle. Let's jump right into it. Alright, today, as I think I told you last time, we're going to work on the bridge. Our first bridge. We have our first tower that we've started and our first building that we've started. So why not make another unfinished project and start a bridge? And I have kind of laid down some landmarks where the bridge is going to be, as you guys may have noticed. Let's just let everything load in real quick. Yeah, as you can see, those wood pieces at the bottom there are kind of the landmarks for the struts that we're going to have for the bridge, but I'm just going to replace those now with some detailed brick. Because we don't want our bridge held up by some flimsy wood. We want the foundation to be strong, so we're going to make it out of stone. But now we're going to use wood anyway, so. And now I'm just trying to figure out how high I want the bridge to go. So I kind of build up a guideline here for the right height, and I just build it across as kind of a guide marker. And I'm pretty happy with that, so we'll leave it at that height and continue building the supports up. Alright, now that that's finally done, I decided that I wanted the bridge to be 5 thick. Because, I didn't want it to feel cramped, but I didn't want it to be too big. So 5 just seemed like the right number. So I'm building detailed brick kind of guidelines across. Not really guidelines, because they will be there permanently, but. And now I'll just fill that in with the wood. Alright, now we kind of have our bridge, our platform across. Of course it's going to be nicer than this, but. Okay, so now what we're doing is building kind of a railing with these detailed bricks. So we're putting one on every other block just to add interest, and so that you can see out over the bridge. And then we'll come down here and mirror what we did at the bottom of the struts with this detailed brick and then regular brick. So it's a nice symmetrical look. And that's fine and dandy, but looks kind of crappy. So we're gonna get some stone slabs, which is basically half a brick, and you can kind of tilt them on their side and stuff. They're really good for detailing stuff. So I try out what I want to use here. Try to find a look that I like. And then I have the idea that fences might look good. So I end up just replacing those slabs with fences, because I think it looks a little better, a little more interesting. So I'm pretty happy with that look. So I'll go and mirror it on the other side. Except on this side, I'm going to use upside down stairs to kind of give it a more archy look. And I'll replace those there. Alright, and I'm pretty happy with how that looks, so I'll just do that to the rest of the struts. Alright, and now that looks pretty good. I'll just finish off here. And I realize that these struts aren't centered in the middle of the bridge. It actually kind of really bothers me, but I didn't realize it until after it was already built. It doesn't look horrible, but I get bothered easily by stuff like that. But I decided just to leave it. And now we're going to fill in these gaps with fences, kind of acting like railings. You can see through them, but they don't allow you to walk off the edge. So for once, I'm actually using fences for how they're intended. Okay, and then I'm just going to the bottom here and adding these stairs, just to kind of give it an added structural support aspect to it. And then I come over and start building up the tower more so it doesn't look quite as awkward. And then we go around and build up this detailed brick sections. And finally go around and build up these fence sections. Once again, I apologize for this lag. Hopefully this is watchable without being too annoying. Alright, now we're going to build a canopy for the bridge, which is slightly more difficult than what we did so far. But if you know what you're doing and you have a good idea in your head, it shouldn't be a problem. So we're just going to go and put some fences on these detailed brick sections, kind of acting as supports for the canopy. We're going to build them too high because you don't want to feel cramped inside this bridge. And then we're just going to go and grab some nether brick and nether stairs, because they're this cool red color that looks great for roofs. And we're going to build kind of a frame over all those fence posts that we just built. And this is going to be the frame for the roof. So this will be the first time you see how a roof is done and how it will look. So we'll just fill in that frame now. And then what I like to do is, obviously, most people like to do this. It's not too special, but I like to go around and add stairs. Because, you know, no roof is just completely flat. It needs some, what I like to call it, triangularity to it. And I don't think that's a word, but who really cares? So you just build up some stairs on either side. You don't want to overdo this though, because it does look a little awkward if it's just like a complete triangle. So once I do 2 layers, I feel that that's enough. So I fill in the top of the roof. You want it to be interesting without being overcomplicated is, I guess, the best way to put it. And then we'll just come around and put some fences on the ceiling here, just to kind of seal yourself in to the bridge while you're in it. Still gives it this open feel while you're walking through it, but yet you're still enclosed, which is, I think, a cool aspect. But it felt a little too flat in here, so I'm just going around and kind of chiseling out the underside of this roof just to give it a little more depth. And then I'll come through and add some more upside down stairs to give it even more interest. And as you can see, that looks a little better now. It looks pretty nice. Now we're just going to build a frame for our entry into the tower with these detailed bricks, and go and repeat that over on the entry into the building. Alright, and there we have it. That's our bridge, our first bridge. And I may go back later and move those struts so they're kind of in the middle of the bridge. I don't know, we'll see. So now, that's pretty much all we're going to do today. I'm just going to build up this tower a little higher. But that was our main task for the day. So once I finish up this kind of layer, I will let you guys go. Just going around with detailed bricks again to keep the pattern going. And then of course fence posts. And I realize here that this pattern's been repeating for, I think it was six, maybe 8 blocks now, which is my limit, so I decided I'm going to change it up. So I outline it in this detailed brick, because that's where a new layer is going to start, which is also cool because it's the floor for the tower. Alright, and that's it for today, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.